Okay, so now it's time to make our mesh a compatible one for our Marvelous Designer template. So what we want to have here is have our model to be looking like this. Have no toes whatsoever. And also on our privates here, we don't want to have any of the complex geometry we have here. And everything else, we're gonna leave as is. This is the two parts that are gonna give us the most amounts of troubles. So we're gonna be using our stockings mesh, and we're gonna be merging it into our original one, and we're gonna be cutting off our legs over here. Same thing, we're gonna be doing it to our private. So let's bring back our model to their original pose. And this is how it's going to work. Once you do an animation, you're gonna do it with your regular model, right? But once you're done with your animation, you're gonna want to attach these new sections and then export that mesh into Marvelous Designer and use that mesh for your simulation. That way you don't have that little issue. But for right now, before I export the animation, I just want a basic template so I can put my clothing into the model. So here, let's reduce our shape keys to their original spots. So all the shape keys are as their original ones. Let's go to our stockings and turn on our keys. And I already have a seam line. So anything else from up here, I am just gonna get rid of. So I'm gonna grab our face selection, select that one, select that one. So here we have our top section selected. I'm gonna hide that one. And now press all. And now I have just our bottom section. And this is what I'm gonna be doing to attach it to our main one. And since all the vertex aligned to it currently, exactly what we need. So instead of just deleting the other ones, I'm just gonna make a new copy. So I have this copy. I'm gonna separate that section and select our new section, which is this one. And I'm gonna be calling this one feet replace. And that I'm gonna throw it into our main body. Okay, and I'm gonna have it so it's not ever rendered, but we can see it. Let's grab our regular stockings and let's toggle that off. And I already did this one, which is gonna be covering our model from there. So now let's do our copy. You can either like you know what, let's do this first. You can lop off your model as you want, or you can do a full new body. And as long as you don't do any modifications to your regular body, this will also work. So let's do this. This is, well, let's copy our original mesh. And we're gonna do our edits to this one. So let's this one, copy, and let's go on caps. Let's turn off our other body. Let's grab this. Let's just hide it for now. Let's edit our model. And since right now we're currently highlighted the shape key, it went into that pose. Let's go back here. And let's just select these little sections in the bottom and delete them. Delete faces. Grab our feed replace. Okay. I'm gonna make another copy of this just so that I can have the copy of it. And this one, I'm gonna merge it into this one right here. So Control J. And now they're one mesh, but the vertex are not attached. So let's add them right now. And okay. So let's select the vertex mode. And let's just glue those things together. At center. At center. Okay, so we need to do this to all the way around. Go zoom in. And ideally, if you didn't do much modifications, they should be overlapping, and then you can do a merge by distance. But since I really want to get this one right the first time around, I'm doing this manually. All right, so we have this section fully integrated into it. Let me select those, zoom into that section. Select those, select those, select those. Select those. Select the ones in the back. I want to grab those. And with this, I believe everything's been merged. Okay, so now we have our feet that have this nice flat area, and will also contour well with our regular feet. Let's do the same thing for our section right here. So I'm gonna delete all this extra geometry. We go here, have this one, Okay, so I got this one. I'm gonna do another copy. Yeah, so that's the copy of it. Let me be, it's gonna be organized and do the copy. Here we go. Copy. Yeah, screw it. Let's replace. Put that one there and okay. So I have those copy there, and they're never gonna be shown. So that one I'm gonna hide for now. I'm gonna go back in here and just delete all these faces. I'm gonna select faces, grab all of this, all of this, all of this, and go in there. And all this, oops, not that one. All this extra geometry that's just going to get in the way. It's gonna go away. X faces. So now we have this part. Let's grab this little section that's gonna replace it. Grab that one, grab our original mesh, and let's merge it. So now we have this. And if we did something good, they should be totally lined up. Okay, let's select, let's go merge. And they didn't get it, merge. Zoom into it. I think they're all, yeah, they all seem to be in the same vertex. So let's select, well, not select all, I want this group or so the other body up. So select that, select this section and that. Okay, I'm gonna press M, merge by distance, and we got rid of 26 vertices. Let's go and check to see, okay, those got attached, those got attached. So let me just go the way around. Let's see if I see a gap. Seems to have worked. Okay, so with this, now we have our mesh that should, in theory, not have any clipping issues for once we export it. Here, I'm just gonna do a little bit of fixing, since it would seem some parts of it moved. Go here. And you probably is better off grabbing these ones. You just pretty much put them at center. So for 0, and that goes right in center on your X. 0, X. 0, X. 0, X. come in here. Got that one. 0x 0 0 0. All right, so that got centered. This is go to our sculpting and just do a tiny little blend. So like smooth to it. Okay, so we want our pretty much shape to be the same as the original one. So if you put any clothing, they will not clip. So where's our original one? Here it is. All right, so we don't want any clipping. So let me just make sure that this mesh is further out than the first one. Push this one out. Okay, so with this, we should be like ideal. Come on. Missing, which one is it? This one? It was that one. Okay, so now it's not really going through our original one. So we're good. Let's look at our feet. Feet can do a little bit more pulling. For this, let's grab our inflate. Bottom of our feet. And there we go. So now if we simulate it, it will follow our model, same as the original one. Let's turn that off. So this will be our Marvelous Designer template that we're going to be exporting our animations. So now this is done. Grab this one, and for my first template, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna apply these subdivisions so I can have a nice smooth model over there instead of the low poly one, which currently this one is. I'm going to be saving this file, another copy. And this part of the mesh, since I don't want to take any more resources, I'm going to get rid of all the materials for it, since it's not going to be for our animations, but just for our export file. So that one's nice and clean. No more junk. Just be aware that once you do an animation export, that if you apply any keyframes into your, any shape keys, for instance, are hills, right? Make sure you have that selected here as a keyframe. If you don't, then Marvelous Designer will not read your keyframe, and it's going to be looking like this. So you're gonna be off. So this is a problem I had before, and this is the solution. You need to be a keyframe for your shape keys as well. All right, so let me. So I already saved that file, so I can revert back. Let me save again, just in case. Let me apply the modifiers. And the thing about these modifiers is that you cannot have any shape keys for them. So I'm gonna have to delete the shape keys. For instance, let me try and apply it. So I get this error. And I still haven't found an add-on that gets this to work. There's a couple out there that say they do it, and so far I haven't had any luck in getting it to work. So I'm gonna need to delete all shape keys. So no more shape keys. Now I can apply this subdivision. And now this model has those subdivisions. Now time to export this. I'm gonna export it as an OBJ, wavefront OBJ. And I'm gonna create a OBJ file. Oh, I already have one. Did I? Okay, so this one's for my texture set. So I'm gonna do this one for MD high. Okay, so I'm gonna have the avatar. I'm gonna have selected, and just I'm gonna keep vertex groups just in case. So only the selected object is gonna be exported. Let's export that one. Since it's a high poly one, it's gonna take a little while. Okay, so that's exported. Let's Control E. Find our models. OBJ. Right here. So here's our model. Let's see if Windows can open it. And well, this concludes the video. I'll do the Office Designer model import in the next one. Okay, seems like Windows cannot open this file. Let's call this, and let's call this video. I'll catch you guys next time.